we're live! Taking action under the Mars energy. Probably more Venus, I think. What's up, everyone? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, holy motherfucking moly. Sorry. Holy matrimony. Guru, evangelist, North American Sybil, I am your messenger god, first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you guys have seen when I posted my community page, my latest live video with this card that I was currently trying to put away, and then I saw the next card and got blown away. I am the Lilith. How did that happen? I made a whole video last night, and you can see at the end of that video, I couldn't turn it off, and then it just went off, and I assumed that it was broken, so I deleted it. But yeah, it posted. Not on my side. I can't edit it or do anything. It's not on my side. So I was glad because I did a great video last night. I was grabbing the card and putting it away, and then I saw this, which was exactly this picture I was holding up all last night. Really? I don't want to start with this. Hey, the next one looks really good too. All right, come on. I'm just saying that's what I feel like. I guess just maybe we'll have to do that. If we do an oracle card, that's the oracle we're going to do, right? We're holding the light of Buddha. Why? Because I'm part of the homeless brotherhood of Buddha. Really? Yeah. You would have been with me all year to understand that initiation. Where am I at right now? I'm just trying to pull some fucking tarot, to be honest. Really? Yeah. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? Unfortunately, I saw the crows again, and it was one that kept squawking at me, and then it dropped something, and I got out, and it was a whole chicken bone. I was like, well, thank you. And it flew into the, it flew over to the tree, and then there was two of them, and then there was two. And when I saw that, I remembered we were at the Ace of fucking Pentacles yesterday, so we're at the Two of Pentacles. Dude, God, you're redirecting me. He's been doing that all day. All I wanted to do was pull some tarot. Now I have to pull the Notoria too, while I'm just looking for the crows. Really? Yeah, he's fucking with me, dude. God's fucking with me today. Today I was supposed to go, and nobody wants to do that type of shit, so when he said no, I was like, it's a no then. Really? I had made so much preparation to go on this fucking field trip to downtown Denver and go sit in front of whatever they say is the IRS. I'm glad I didn't. For example, because I did sit down with my new caseworker and her computer system went off. I was like, it's not you, it's me. She's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it's my electricity. I'm glad I didn't go downtown. I already said that. I was like, yeah. Anyways, I got up early. I took my bath. I got ready. And right away, outside, it was like my stomach was in knots and I just had this feeling to not go. I was like, come on. Well, I'm up now. Start the fucking teepee, turn on the fire, turn on the music. Seriously? Piss me off. But it was kind of cool because there was other shit I needed to do. So I needed to sit down. I got that card last night. So I sat down with my new case manager. And I spoke with her and the other guy, the executive, what did he call himself? Project manager. That's what she was like. Is it project or is it? Anyways, I was about to make a joke. And I talked to him about my extra needs, and he said, yeah, to send all of that over. So I did get confirmation that they will pay to get my car totally legit for me to get out and shit. And then we needed to talk about my expenditures, and they haven't got their outlines yet because they're a new company, and it's only been like 11 days. They haven't got their expenditure outline. And I might be one of the first ones moving out before they've got, they just haven't got that yet to see what their budget is and how that works and itemized and all that good shit. So I met the first, the head of the guy right away to talk about that. And then there was this unusual electricity between us. I noticed it as I was leaving when he tried to point out, anyways. Really? I could have started this video with, I met a guy. Really? There was something. What happened? Not on my side. I felt it though. I was like, what is happening right here? Really? Yeah, something happened in there. Lovely. Really? I'm serious. I'm serious. I'd be unaware and then I become very aware of what's in the energy because I'm taking care of some shit. I don't realize that. Yeah, let's turn off the music and let's put, all eyes on me. Thanks, Pac. Hey, do you know something? Super crazy, you guys. Yesterday we read the Ace of Pentacles, right? Why? I don't know. It's completely out of the deck. It's completely out of order. And I told you it was. I completely told you. We started with the Fool and somehow ended up with the Ace of Pentacles. Look, I can prove it. We started with the Fool. And then somehow I had the fucking Ace of fucking Pentacles, which was taking a leap. And everybody is so excited for my whole, future in that. And I saw Joe today because I had to sit down and fill out some paperwork. And it was perfect. God aligns this shit so perfect. They were out looking for me to get information about my kids and get their system updated with, registration information. I was looking for him because I need to get my kids transferred into other schools. So it was perfect. We completely aligned back there and we were hanging out. But I told him, I was like, Joe, remember when you told me that I should work remote? I was like, I didn't even have a computer. Dude, I got a computer. Tomorrow I'm taking classes. Morgan told me she's got a job for me. I was like, dude, no way. I was like, for real. Anyways, so out of nowhere, but it meant to be, we were taking a leap of faith towards new manifestations. While I was back there, Mario, who was my caseworker, is quitting. He's like, I'm going to go look for a new job. For whatever reason, dude, he decided that I'm going to let this go and I'm going to do something new with my life. So it's in the cards, and that's what I told him. But it wasn't supposed to be. What's the next card? Me. It goes the Fool, and then what? The High Priestess. I don't know why that card was out of order. Out of order. Okay, let me put it back in order, which is right here by the Pentacles. It's Pentaclesing. Oh, wait, what is this then? Oh, it's the Magician, and I read it as that. Hey, how come you didn't I guess you're not allowed to correct me. Okay, that makes more sense. I was confused. I told him I knew Roman numerology, and then I didn't know what I was talking about. Damn. All right, you got me. Then we're not there. We're manifesting. Well, that works too. We'll be me tomorrow. We'll be me tomorrow. Today will be you. Realistically, okay, that makes more sense. I fucked up the cards. Nobody did. But in essence, it didn't. It made sense. In my mind, you're projecting. It worked out, didn't it, though? I manifested some new shit. Really? Yeah, and I walked out of there with a $50 gift card, bro. Seriously? Yeah, bro. I walked out. I got paid for that meeting. $50. Really? Swear. True story. All right, the Magician. We're bringing stuff to life. This is where I attacked probably in the last couple months. I taught this card in full detail to Big Sean and to Wolfman and to every other man that tries to come out here and say they know how to manifest. You have to use all the elements. I thought this was weird. I should have known. Well, it's my second time, and that's why I needed to ride this pony again so I could recognize the pony ride. It's the horse, right? The year of the horse. All these jokes. Okay, giddy up. The Magician. The in-dawn breath becomes the exhalation. Now is the time for the words of power. You speak your mind, and your wishes become truth. The power of insight, healing, will, and connection. Obey your command, and what you envision becomes a new reality. That was the paradigm shift for sure. The elemental powers are in balance. They're at your fingertips to help you shape and change your reality. Draw their power into yourself. Decide that you belong here. Believe in it. Believe it of yourself that you have earned this place. Keywords: strength of will, manifestation, use of magic words, and manipulation. Manipulators. Realistically, I mean, that's what I do is I use the elements and my words and some outside elements if I want. So like right now I'm working with a blend to connect with, you know what I mean? The spirits, pretty much. There's nothing else in there. Some protection and to connect with the spirits. So then yesterday I was burning that. And then right after I was right there with the spirits and shit. It's not that I'm not always with them, but it's great to see them. I'm not always in the dark. I can hear them all the time, but it's great to just be in their company where I could see them again. Really? Yeah, I think you would know the feeling since you never saw them. Kind of a detachment. But going back to that is my manifestations come from my willpower, my heart, my mind, and me taking, action in it. So it's all of it, the elements. You're an elemental being. You need the swords of your mind to align with the cups of your heart, the fire of your willpower, and of this world to take action in this world. You need those to align. You need your actions to align with your words and your words to align with your heart. It doesn't need to come from your mind. It needs to come from your heart. And that's what I said to that woman. I was like, all of this came to be because of God. He told me how to do all this. He told me to plant the seed, which I was reluctant because I was too scared. I wasn't ready to move into a house yet. He told me to plant the seed, right? And then I wrapped I was like, all right, I will move into this house because I fought the fears. I was like, this is a great house. I will live in this house, but not till the new year, right? He told me to go after those particular jobs. I got them. He told me to get a computer. I got it. He told me that I would get a job. I got it. I didn't do any of this. He tells me what I'm going to do. Do you know what he told me I have to do next? I have to fucking start watching the documentary and make the documentary. Really? Yes. I have all of this going on. He prepared my life. And that's what it means, is to surrender and go with God's plan instead of your plans. Really? Because your plans don't always work, don't they? Oh, I had planned to go to the fucking, and he was fine. It's like, do you need the money today? It's like, whenever I go there, I go, and they could fix it before I get there or whatever the case may be. Really? I just can't see it in the computer, so they could have already fixed it, and I might need to just check my mail, and there's a fucking check in the mail waiting. I don't need money. I was just trying to fix a problem. And that's what they said yesterday. Don't be doing shit just to be doing shit. Well, I ain't doing shit now. I still did some shit, though, don't you think? So that's what manifestational powers are about. Really? I'm a master manifester because everything I think of and speak comes to existence. But it's not my thoughts. It was given to me. I have to think about it real hard so that I can speak about it and make it become. Really? I didn't plan this. It's God's plan. You have to watch the whole video. And that's what it is. It's like, you want these powers so that you can bend reality. It's not about bending it. It's about just being part of it and going with it, making it more fun along the way. So you don't have to work so fucking hard to be real. Be a reality star. All right. I just wanted to read the fucking cards. So we're manifesting. What are we manifesting? I don't know. They answered all my dreams and prayers. They said they're gonna. They said that they're not gonna give me no $5,000 to fucking buy fucking furniture. Basically, no, it's not gonna be the same budget. Okay, fine. But what is the budget? And is it going to be the same? Yeah, pretty much. Just get together your list. I want to talk to Ella and find out what they're going to provide with you for your apartment. And then we go from there. And that's cool because, let's go from there. And then I got to sit down and do this registry and send her all the shit, and they make all the purchases. And so we're going to wait until I go to the apartments on Thursday and then I'll set up an appointment with her next week. Things are moving faster than I want to move, but they're moving. And that's why I'm like, I get it. Really? This week we had too much going on. Tomorrow I got to go be in person. I got to be a person. Where are we at today? Dude. 6 of Cups. Nostalgia. I saw last night, as soon as I saw it, I saw what I posted. It said that the crescent moon was going to be in Scorpio. I saw that fucking star last night. It was blinking at me, bright yellow. And that's why I was like, I don't know what it is. And then I saw that post. I was like, you better fucking not contact me. You better not contact me on some stupid shit. The 6 of Cups talks about the past. The past doesn't want you to move forward. They're going to try to hold you back, especially come tomorrow. I expected this foul communication could come tomorrow. You might not have the willpower if it's not today, right? Whatever. I bet you don't even have my number because you delete everything. I'd be laughing, dude. You are such a fucking goofy version of myself. All of you are. It's so funny. It's like dealing with a small version of myself, or the small versions of myself. The her versions. 23. Mel Alel. Okay. I'm not going to say this. You wanted me to say the incantation. All right. This angel brings the choir of the thrones, brings achievements, protection, success, and rebirth. Liberation. Am I on the right card? Yep. Liberating us from tyranny of passions and ambitions, which are often delirious. In turn, it frees us from enacting harm upon others or even the world around us. Oh, yeah, Louis, Sir Lewis Hamilton. I saw that stupid post. I posted that this morning. He's like, I'm not like other drivers. First off, I'm the only black man of my sport. And I don't have a wife and children. I want this more. Bro, you want it more than the guy that just got in, that's wanted it since he was a child? You're so stupid. And you're entitled more because you're black? Or because you're old? Because you sacrificed the fucking what we came here to do was to have love and family. You sacrificed all that so you're more deserving of an 8-time world champion? No, you're more psychotic, bro. And you gave up all of that for what? A piece of plastic? A piece of plastic, bro? Well, you do like to hang out with the Kardashians. Attributions. Number 23, the chorus is the thrones. Tarot is the 6 of cup. Mercury. Ooh. Yeah, communication. Cancer is in your feelings. Somebody going to open up and speak about their feelings. That would be nice. 6 of cups. Someone from the past is going to open up and speak about their feelings. I'll believe it when I see it. Realistically, it's difficult for people to talk about their feelings. Really, they have a lot of them bottled up. And then trying to put them into words is even more diarrhea-ish. Try to put this into words. I'd like to see you try. Even as a wordsmith that I am, I struggle with words. Like, Marshall, what's this word? Lovely. I'm not pulling the 6 of cups. We're not going into nostalgia. I'm going to hope for better days. Right, Pock? Right. Let's see here. I was really glad that video fucking uploaded. I did not want to relive that fucking video. But if I make it through this quick enough, they're going to make me read the next card. And that one was twice as deadly. Yeah. What is that? Oh, we have some comments going on in there. Guys, the comments. Oh, shit. Hey, that's cool. There's all kinds of great cards popping up, but I'm going to keep shuffling. I'll answer them at the end. I really do. I didn't do it in the last video because it was all fucked off. It's because I made a phone call. But I'll answer your comments at the end. Feel free to put them in there. I talk about them. You can come back later and scroll back and see what the fuck I said to you. Probably wasn't too nice if you're not leaving nice comments. You could leave questions in there. I answer them. Don't ask me stupid. And if you want a real answer, then ask a real question. It's not. There's no stupid fucking questions. You're just gonna get a stupid fucking answer. Really? I mean, you might think so. All right, where are we at? God, the sun, the truth. The truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. It's hard to be truthful, bro. As kids, we're taught to be like scared of being honest and open and loud. Like I said, a very inappropriate joke downstairs. What? We were looking for schools. And I was like, isn't it cool how they're all named after presidents? Really? Yeah, all these kids go to presidents. And I was like, you know, there's a Lincoln. And he's like, that was the name of my middle school. I was like, George Washington, Jefferson, Grant, they're all named after it. I was like, oh my God, what if they make a Trump high school? I was like, holy cow. It's just like somewhere they should put in it sounds like a school shooting waiting to happen. Maybe it should be in Colorado. He's like, Northern Texas. I started laughing. I was like, that's so fucking inappropriate. You shouldn't be talking about school shootings with the school navigator. You're not allowed to be the truth of who you are, and however foul or funny or whatever you are, you're not allowed to be that, because you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. That's not going to be accepted. That could get me in trouble. People don't like that stuff. I know when I say something that was like, oh, that's going to come back to get me. That's what's crazy, though, because, okay, I've never been in this room, right? The room. What is it? I always call them weird things like that. There's this huge room, this whole huge conference room in the back where all the social workers have their little They're little fucking cubbies. And I never been in there. And I go in there, and of course, I'm the loudest thing in the fucking room, like I always am, the life of the party. So I'm sitting back there, and that's how they used to do it before. Is like they just have these little dividers, and everybody would listen to everybody's conversation. And I'm the only one in there, so I'm listening. And then there's all of this stuff. So I make that inappropriate joke, and then I go to walk out, and I was like, "Hold on, I'm naked." Like, what? I was like, no, no, I always carry a sweater. I don't have a sweater. I'm naked. I'm like Mr. Rogers. I have to have my sweater. Right. And I go back, and she's like, is everything right? I was like, no, I had a sweater. She's like, I don't think so. I was like, no, I think so. And I go, and I was like, there's my cardigan. He's like, I was thinking about wearing a cardigan. Put my Mr. Rogers on. I was like, see, he's listening. He was on the other side of the divider listening to me talking about rolling up joints and fucking. That's what it is. It's like, why are the papers so thin? You have inappropriate conversations everywhere you go. Yeah, I am inappropriate. It's not you. I conversate about inappropriate stuff. It's offensive. Don't take offense to it. So as I see this as the truth, it's like being truthful is there's layers to that. It's like how honest can you be? How open can you be? How unfiltered can you be? And you expect that of other people. You want them, tell me the truth. Hey, bro, for like 3 years, I've been telling Bobby to tell me how he feels. Do you know what I got out of this dude? And I left it alone. He's like, I feel like you're the devil trying to convince me that the grass is greener in hell. I was like, I can see how you feel that way. I respect your feelings. That's all I ever got out of him. I mean, there's a couple of I love you messages, but what does that really mean? Seriously, I mean, I love my dog. I tell her that all day. I love you. I love you. I mean, come on, seriously. That's not what I mean. I was trying to understand your feelings, dude. That's all I do over here is try to express my feelings to people. Do you know what I'm feeling right now? Do you know how that made me fucking feel? How you feel? How you feeling? Nobody even knows. They don't even check in. Really? You're checked out. All right, let's check it out. We're gonna read this card. It talks about the truth being revealed, but maybe somebody's going to be truthful for you, but understand, I'm trying to put this in a I, me, myself, and I. How truthful are you being when you're expecting all the truth in the world? And when you go looking for the truth, you don't find the truth. Well, in the pursuit of the truth, you discover the lie. You have to go through the lie to find the truth. It's really devastating. As a truth seeker, I went to the Nine of Cups, abundance. I'm full of shit. I'm in a good place, bro. Everything is good. They're going to pay for my car, bro. I have no fucking worries in the world. Nothing other than what was going on with my stomach. It wasn't Shark Week. I quietly had a whole Shark Week last week that nobody knew of. That's what I was stressing. Are you going to be able to go to a concert on Shark Week, stand on your fucking on heels and dance? It was already towards the end of the week, but I did. Really? Yeah, so it wasn't that. I woke up with all kinds of stomach pains. My daughter had them. I didn't know if it was chakra pains or I ate something because the food around here is very culturized. There's been a lot of rice and beans and shit and very heavy flavored stuff, a lot of, natural flavors and shit. So I didn't know if I ate something because my stomach was all funky. Really? Yeah, I didn't have stomach problems. It just felt like it was a knot. So it could have been some solar plexus shit because that's really where it was. The sun is your solar plexus. The sun speaks about, all things coming to light and the truth. Now, with that being said, I just want to prepare you for the lie. I wasn't honest with you. When met with the truth, I have to go and atone. It's like, I didn't really know that's how I felt. The truth is, it should set you free, but it's also very abrasive. Everybody wants the truth, but it hurts. Really? Yeah. The sun is the light that comes after darkness, signifying a positive outcome after struggle. And that's what I told her. I was like, my life is going completely, and I'm going straight into the light. I'm leaving the dark realms only to get myself situated and be able to go back as a guide to take everyone through it. I don't fully leave it. And I had this download to this morning where I can show science what it looks like in the mind, how I can show them how I can travel through the mind and what it looks like. I could sit here right now. I've done this for so fucking long that I can mentally, I can astral travel, or not astral, etherically travel to my dark night of the soul, where I can drop into my soul, which is a part of my mind, and activate it. And I can show them how the electricity, how my thoughts, how I can move through my thoughts as if I was nothing more than electricity in my body. Really, I can show them that. I saw this download of it. But at the same time, I can activate the light where I can go into a different part of the mind that nobody else can access. And that's where I access the eternal now, the unconscious. I can show them that's where I meet God. I'm going to take a trip. Okay, now put the helmet on so you can see what my brain is doing. And I'm going to tell you what I'm doing with my thoughts. Right now, I'm going to meditate and I'm going straight to God, and watch where the electricity moves in my brain over to a different part that other people don't use. And that's where I get the information. And then I'll say, okay, now watch this. Now this is where I'm going to go into my repressed traumas, the dark night of the soul, where I hide myself. And they'll see the electricity. They'll see it light up on the scans. This is where all the trauma, all the pain, all the suffering. And I was like, watch how it sends electricity through my body, and watch me pull the electricity back up through a thought and go into a neutral. I can show the electricity. I can show the alchemical process by science of alchemizing and moving your conscious from one to the other, from going from light to dark. I know how to navigate in between. Really? I'm the high priestess. I stay there on the other side of the veil until I'm pulled in. I was like, oh, I'm going into the dark. I know what it is, and now I know how to drop into it. On a Friday, I'm ready. We're dropping into it. It's a dark feeling that comes over you. Everything goes a little bit dark in front of you. You can no longer see what's in front of you, only your memories and thoughts. It's a place. It's in my mind. I can get into access different areas of my mind where things are. Really? Yeah. I just never know what the fuck is going to pop up in there. Fucking scary shit in there. Really? I mean, I can show you. And that's where it is I'll be able to teach science how I do what I do. But that it's all spiritual. And I'm coming out of the darkness right now, and that's what it is. I mean, I had to go through, and that's what I tell everyone. It's like, it took me 3 years. 3 years. And that's what I was telling, what's his name? Joe. I was like, bro, it took me 3 years to completely destroy my entire life, only to start a brand new one. But I mean, I had to literally lose my life. I worked my whole life to have a life and just destroyed it by a calling of God. And they're listening to me have this whole conversation. I was like, and I'm making this whole documentary. I was like, people thought I was crazy, dude. I gave up everything. And now I have this whole brand new life. I was like, I was never on drugs. I was like, I was living out of my car. When you first met me, I was very temperamental. I had just came out of the fucking woods. I didn't even want my kids to walk down the street alone to their schools. I was very touchy. I had been through hell in 2 years, dude. I mean, 5 states, living in tents, doing all kinds of weird shit. And I was not on drugs. I was doing this spiritual. I was like, the kids were laid back eating fucking pizza every day on a fucking homemade bed in the car, just watching internet all the time. They were spoiled rotten. It was the longest vacation of their fucking life. You would have thought they came out fat and pimpled faced. Really? I'm over there stressing every fucking minute of my life and dealing with horrible things and what should have been a grand adventure. I was like, oh my God, I came out of it like, oh, so sensitive to everything and everyone. When they put me in this place, man, I'd been through hell. It was like, it took me a long time. I was still in fight or flight for a long time until I could trust that I was safe here and I could start working with God again. It took me a long time. Really? Oh man. Holy moly. So those dark days, yeah, and that's what the documentary is, bro. It's all of that. I had to go to certain places and be asked to do, sacred rituals and activate myself and do unbelievable amounts of healing and walk in faith and all this crazy shit, bro. And I'm finally coming out of it. All I wanted to do when I got kicked out of my house was get another house, get a job, and build it right back up. I kept trying to do that everywhere I went. It was only when I stopped doing it did it all happen, and in God's way and in God's time. It's a great apartment. It's a great house. It's all of that. I have the money coming in from my new car. There's some dude on the horizon. This week is like intense. You know what I mean? Like there's all of this. All of it's popping. Really? My documentary, I keep going. I've only gotten stronger. We're going into new level teachings all the time. It's not like we're fucking plateauing in any kind of way. So the light is coming after darkness, signifying a positive outcome for struggle. Things may have not been as bad as you feared, and the phantasmas and the fears of the night melt away with the dawn. And it sounds like such a tragic, crushing story, but it was just this crazy adventure. People were out there, my twin flames and the communities that had been watching me, and it's like, the fuck is she doing? How could she do this? One day I'm there, and then the next day I'm like, all right, guys, and I'm just reporting. And they know I have no money. They know I am not. They at this point should assume I'm not on drugs. They're just watching this, like, what the fuck is happening? Really, it was a crazy story, bro. I lived it. The sun is a kind of rebirth and assures you that the dark days are over. I'm not going backwards. There's no other, you know what I mean? I'm going to go now and help people out of theirs. I have to walk them through theirs now. I'm not going back. I mean, I go back into, you know what I mean, into my own pains, and through other people, I do more healing, but there's no more of, the sacrifice. I already took everything off. This is the new me. I don't have to lose me to find me. I found me. Now I can be me and what God made me and what he wants for me. You don't know that during that process. That's the death, transformation, and rebirth. Everything about you has to die. And through this dying is a transformational process where you come out you, but an unbelievable new version of you. And you're free to be this you. You're not the old you anymore. Only when you get to that place where you're not drawn to the old habits can you live that new life. When the sun comes out, it brings hope, success, passion, enthusiasm, confidence, youthful energy, health, and abundance. This is your day in the sun. It's a time for fun, creativity, self-expression, and enjoying life. Hey, dude, I said that yesterday with that creative thing, and I posted it again this morning. It was in that video. I had this funny idea that for Valentine's Day, they should have these stuffed animals of these enormous eggplants for your single friends, and a peach for the boys. And I thought it was amazing. That's so creative and funny. And you can make a lot of money doing something like that. And I just want to show you something that simplistic. There's a market for that shit. People would buy that shit. It is an idea and you're welcome to take it. And I'm not going to be like, oh, you took my idea. I'm giving it to you. I'm filled with ideas that you can make money off this, and it could be generational wealth. I'm the guy that made the eggplant stuffed animal. I'm the stuffed eggplant for you. And that's what it is. What'd you get me? A stuffed eggplant. Cream-filled eggplant. Realistically, it's funny. It's a little inappropriate, but you can market this. You can make a lot of money at this. I bet you they would sell it at fucking Spencer's, at fucking Hot Topics. Really? I already know how to do it. I'm filled with all of this. And so is most people. When you use your imagination, you have so much creative inspiration that can make you money. You don't need a job. You need to get to work on your own beliefs and your own ideas. That's like Mr. Deeds. He made Hallmark cards. You know what I mean? A writer. They only need one to get into the column. One, singers make all these songs and only one makes it. And it's like that. You do it, I'm just saying. It's a great idea. Go ahead. You can make fun of it. And that's where it is it's a time for fun, creativity, self-expression, and enjoying life. The hardships you've endured have given you new insight. Things that were obscured become clear, and everything falls into place. While the moon's gift was of inspiration from the unconscious, the sun symbolizes the conscious mind prevailing over fears and illusions, clarity of intellect, philosophy, and science. While the moon requires passive surrender, and that's all I could do. All I could do in the moon energy, and that's how you get through this whole gate. The gate to God is through the moon. You have to go through your mind and emotions. For 3 years, I had to work through all of my thoughts and feelings and follow these callings of God. Only when I could show my obedience, like a simple thing like today, where I could be redirected, have my own plan, but no, that's not his plan, and I have to stop, drop, and roll. Only when you can be that obedient can you, and you learn it through levels, but it all starts with your mind and your emotions. And that starts with sitting still and listening to your own thoughts and your own feelings and transmuting them. Again, I'm going to show science how I do this. They'll be able to put it into some kind of weird documentation, but it's not through medication. It's just a power of controlling the mind. Or just, I don't control it. I just work through it. And that's what the moon is. 3 years of it. Now I'm in the sun. And that's so funny because as soon as I come out of the darkness, there's my light twin flame. It's like, of course I didn't align with you when I was fucking going through the pits of fucking hell, but now that I'm out and things are good and I can come out and celebrate, there you are. And it's like, but if I go back in the dark, I know who's out, I know who's back there to talk. Anyways, the sun symbolizes blah blah blah, while the moon requires passive surrender, and that's it. You have to just give in. The sun is active, beaming and radiant energy into the world, a bright flash of enlightenment, bringing about transformation. This is a higher level of conscious that enables you to see things from beyond your individual awareness. It is the light in your soul that connects you to the soul light of all other beings. It brings the realization that life is not mundane drudgery, but spiritual and eternal. And that's what I said yesterday is like you don't let the days become. You're trying to make the most of your day instead of letting the day the the adventure happen. I had plans for today, but my plans went away, and what I was planning, I got redirected and I got more than what I asked for. I didn't need that money right now. I didn't need to do all of this. But what I did need to do was sit down with a fucking caseworker and see if they could help me pay for my car. I did need to sit down and find out about my fucking allowance for my furnishings. I did need to figure all this shit out. And there was someone that was trying to contact my kid, or that had contacted Amelia about school shit. I needed to get my kids into next school. That's the shit I needed to do today. And by not going one way, I accomplished all that while I was sitting there. So that was far more important than what I thought I was going to do. Because what was I going to do? I don't know. I have no idea what was going to happen down there. It doesn't matter, because as easy as I got the appointment last week, I can make another appointment when God tells me. Or I could just, wait till it figures itself out. I don't know. I was just doing it to be doing it. I wasn't desperate for my tax money or anything. In essence, I'm already getting tax forms from last year. I already got one of them in my email. Really? Yeah. So it's like if I was chasing taxes, I'd be chasing this year's taxes, not last year's. But I was just trying to figure some shit out, just try to be productive. Really? And I came out with a $50 gift card. The same $50 gift card I was trying to tell Homeboy in Spanish how to use yesterday. She's like, I didn't know you could use it for gas. I was like, bro, King Supers has a gas station. You could fucking buy your cigarettes and all that. Really? Yeah, bro. I'm set. Realistically, yeah. The energy of the sun is within your soul, ever present, waiting to shine. Now, even if it's reversed on 169, it's still a positive card. Some clouds now appear in the sky. It can suggest a simple, happy time, such as a holiday, but suggests that there are some niggling worries in the background. I don't have any worries. Am I worried about anything at this point? No, I don't have any worries. It's actually happening too fast. I feel like I need a breather. I need time, and I'm telling the universe I need a couple weeks before this job starts. And I should. I have 3 months before I have to start making income. But I need a couple weeks to set my house together and get comfortable in this before I jump into a job. That's what I need from the universe. I'm getting myself prepared for it, but I don't want to jump into it right away because I'm already jumping into too many things right away. I want to get comfortable in my neighborhood and in my home and in my skin. It's some new routines, kind of fill this out. The kids are going to be going to new schools, all that. I don't want to start all of this too new. Just like gradually is what I'm asking. I don't really have any fears. Seriously, I don't. I really don't. I'm not in a position where, like, I have any more money or anything. Everything is already taken care of. I don't have any worries. But that's because I had to give those worries to God and mentally. It doesn't mean I don't worry. It's that while I'm worrying, I'm telling my mind that God's going to take care of it. And I'm telling it to listen to God and do what God says. And so I train my mind to, trust God. I trust God, but my mind is weary. It doesn't know if this is going to work. And it starts to worry about some things. And that's it, you know what I mean? And then it's like, if I tell it, and that's the manifestation, if you tell it the truth from your heart, then it will be. Really? Yeah. The light is not as bright as it could be, and maybe you are feeling that you are in someone else's shadow, or perhaps because you've lost some of your enthusiasm and joy for life. It happens late. And I can't tell you when it's going to happen where you're just going to wake up and want to completely run away from your life and start a new life. But it happens. They're called a midlife crisis. I call it the crisis because it's your heart. All of a sudden your heart wakes up and you're no longer content in this shit. You want more out of life. You don't know what that more looks like. You're just not content in what you've created. You're not happy with circumstances. You realize that you have everything to be happy about. It's not about being ungrateful. It's just being aware that this isn't happiness. And you have no idea what it looks like. You may try other people's ways of happiness, but you got to get out of what you've created. And that's when people leave marriages, they leave homes, they quit jobs, stuff like that. You just feel it. Something in your heart says there's something better, that I've had enough. I can't tell you when that happens. And it's empowering, but at the same time, for anybody to do that, you have to understand how scared they are to leave the only thing they know. This is the only job I've had for the last 4 years. I don't know if somebody's going to accept me. This job took me in with my bad background. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But your heart's like, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. And that's where faith starts. Did I share that? It was Nipsey. Yeah, faith. You have to put your faith into action. You know what I mean? And that's what the manifestation is. It's because your mind is very unsure about this. It's very weak and it's very distraught by the very idea of it. But there's an inner knowing, dude. And I made in the very beginning when I first started making these videos, I made this video, and I'm laughing about it, but it's not fucking funny. I'm telling people, I was like, it's a whole fucking mud bath going on inside of me. My spirit is sitting there on a beach with a non-alcoholic drink, just taking in the beautiful air, and my inner child is running around screaming. Everything's on fire and it won't stop screaming and it's panicking, and I can't get this fucking thing to calm down, which is nothing more than my mind. I'm spending all day trying to reassure my mind that God has got me, that it's going to be okay. The mind can't hear the calling of the heart. So the heart has to tell the mind what the heart is doing. The heart can hear what the mind's coming up with, but it can't hear the heart. It's cut off until you start getting them aligned together and they're two different things. They're two different components. It's the conscious and the unconscious. Your conscious mind cannot hear your unconscious heart, the voice of your unconscious heart speaking. It can't hear God. It can see and perceive things, and that's why you teach the mind to see God outside. But it doesn't do that. It comes from inside, and you tell your mind, because your mind will be like, no, that wasn't real. The heart's like, no. So learn to have that conversation, and I can't tell you when it happens. That's the divine feminine awakening, when your heart just wakes up. I promise you. I had many, many awakenings, but they call it the cataclysm. When Bobby texted me or messaged me after my first single release, my heart just woke up. And I was stuck between my heart and my mind. And I'm like, this conscious part of me just woke up. And now I can hear all of my mind. I'm stuck between my heart's calling and my crazy mind. And I have no control over what my body's doing because it just does what my mind does. And I have all these egos and all of this. It was just an awakening of the heart through a person. Really? It's kind of crazy. So, I can't tell you when it happens. I can just tell you what happens. It's scary. And you go into the darkest night of your soul, just trying to find yourself. You've lost yourself, and now you have to go through the dark levels of yourself to find yourself again. Really? Yeah, my heart hurts for you. I can feel this pain in my chest as we're doing all of this. Really? Yeah, but the sun does come out. It's not always darkness. That's the alchemizing of it. You see the light in all things. You realize why you had to visit this, why you had to go through this, what God was trying to show you, and that's the truth. The light comes out in that darkness. You understand what this lesson was, what you're learning. And the more light, and that's where you carry the light. And that's the wisdom. Really? The wisdom of your experiences. You can now carry instead of the pain and the suffering and the heaviness and the, you know what I mean? the negativity of your experiences. You carry nothing but the light of it. Really? Yeah. Okay. Spiritual work at hand. Son of a monkey. It's a stalemate. I only know one stalemate in my energy. So two non-compromising forces. That's me and Bobby. He doesn't want to compromise, and I have compromised, and that's where it is you bend over backwards and you realize that you're breaking all your rules, and they're not even fucking, you know what I mean? They don't even, we talked about setting boundaries. Yesterday I did a whole teaching on that. This is going to reaffirm those boundaries. Really? Oh yeah. It's like I said, well, agree to disagree and go different ways then. A quarrel has reached a stalemate and an uneasy truce is declared because both sides are equal and unyielding and neither can win. You may have to agree to disagree and go your separate ways. And that's it. I can't love you this way and you can't love me the way that I want to be loved. So we have to go our separate ways, which means you have to go back and make your relationship work. And I'm going to go on and have a new relationship. And I know you don't like that, but you are unyielding. So that's what it is. And I know you're upset about it, but that's not my problem. And I could say it's one person and you and your wife, but that goes to all of you. Why aren't you that person? Because you're unyielding. You won't give up your ego, your pride, your way of life. You won't make any changes to make this happen. So it's not happening for you. Doesn't mean it's not happening for me. It means it's not happening for you. That's what that means, bro. It's like compromise. If there's no compromise and there's none of that, then we go our separate ways. It's a truce. Bye. I'm not fighting for this. I'm not fighting you, and I'm not fighting for this. I'm going somewhere else. I will take my sword and swing my shot somewhere else. Realistically, yeah. Why didn't it work out? Because you didn't want to do the work. Who are you? How many of you didn't? How many of you had that opportunity? And you would rather fucking, you know what I mean, stand on your fucking principles and be an asshole. Okay, then. Go ahead. Be an asshole. You may just have to agree to disagree and go your separate ways. The card also suggests internal conflicts, which you try to avoid facing the truth about something, someone, or a relationship. There you go. There's that truth card. This is not the answer, as any problem will only grow if ignored, as will the inner turmoil it creates. And this is the awakening. Your heart, you're not honoring your heart's true calling. You're trying to be logical and you're trying to fucking do all this shit and, you know, whatever. That's going to tear you apart. Your heart will tear you apart, bro. If you don't know that already, if you've never felt heartbreak, go ahead and try to fucking go against it and see what happens. Step back and think logically about the situation so that you can make a considered judgment. Reverse meaning, you have a difficult decision to make as all solutions will cause upset. I mean, any man I choose is going to cause upset to every other man that didn't get chosen. Well, you chose. I like this part. You chose to reject me. Don't ever play victim to this game. I tried my hardest. Each and every one of you know it. I bent over backwards trying to get close to you, and you would not let me. And now you're mad that I'm ready to give it all to someone else. I was trying to give it all to you, and you didn't want it. Don't never forget that. Don't tell yourself a lie. Don't fucking sit there and be like, da 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 da. Shut up, bro. I tried just as hard with you as anyone else. Shut up. You gave up on yourself, so I gave up on you. You gave up on the possibility. Realistically, yup. You didn't even see me as a possibility. Now you see me as your only possibility. Stupid. That's dumb. Realistically, twin flames. Anyways, no, you don't have another twin flame, probably. Just low vibrational people like you. Not anyone that's on a soul level. You have a difficult decision to make, as all solutions will cause upset. Perhaps you have come to terms with the truth of a relationship or a situation, or you could be caught between two competing fractions. Nobody's competing. Be aware that not everything you have been told is impartial, and you may be caught up in a lie. I know, people be lying. You or someone near to you could be stirring up trouble for its own sake. Act from what you know to be morally right, and not from a misplaced sense of loyalty. They said this was going to happen in the Wednesday energy. Backstabbing little bastards. Really? They're causing trouble. I don't know. I can start with this. If you told somebody that you were thinking about reaching out to me, I can guarantee you that they're not going to be supportive of that for all wonderful reasons. Something simplistic like that. Realistically, I mean, everybody's a lot, they're entitled to their opinion and judgment, but it's not going to get you anywhere. Why? I don't know. And that could be something like you and your parents. You just don't agree. Like they won't see it your way, you won't see it their way, and you just gotta part ways. Otherwise, you're gonna just sit here, you know what I mean, banging your head against a fucking wall. That's what that means, bro. Like he refuses. Like when I see this, I think of Bobby all the way. It's like he refuses to see the reality, bro. Like he refuses. Like I'm only gonna fuck with you if I can keep my family. That's not gonna work, bro. Like, I don't know why you don't get why that can't work. I have explained this like a million ways since Sunday, why that this type of shit doesn't work. And especially for me in spirituality, like this, I'm better than this bullshit. And if you don't sacrifice everything for a goddess like me, well, go fuck yourself and go keep fucking hamburger helper. I don't give a motherfuck. I'm not competing. I don't compare to shit, bro. Why does someone have to? I'm a fucking goddess. I'm one of a motherfucking kind, bro. Realistically, and you're not giving up shit that brings you fucking happiness. You just want to keep this fucking structure, because if you don't keep it, then you have nothing. Well, you're ass just like the same these bastards. Marshall had to give up the only thing he had was his fucking friends. Russ had to give up the only thing he had was his family. Why? Well, they're not all you have. They're your fucking karma, if you ask me. That's your fucking hell. That's your prison. You have to walk out of your prison to be free with me. Can't have a relationship with Lewis Hamilton that's over there trying to fucking win a championship. He sacrificed a relationship with me and any woman, any future of children and happiness over a stupid fucking job, a piece of plastic. Stupid ass. Realistically, going back to it, you think you're special? You want to be with a woman like me? Their sacrifices need to be made. If I want to be with a good man, I have to sacrifice and change myself. I have to be better. That's what that calls for, bro. Otherwise, go pick up her call. She's all up in the DMs, bro. Go wine and dine that swine. For real, slap it all up and do whatever you want. Take pictures of it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not that one. I'm the one and only, bro. Realistically, God has been, dude, shut up, bro. Fucking worship me and you want to fucking play games with me? Realistically, I mean, seriously. I'm just saying. That when I think about this, it's like you don't want to fucking understand. You don't want to be understanding, unyielding. That's what it is. I'm not giving into this bullshit, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. I'm gonna be your side chick. I'm not gonna be your extra chick. I'm not gonna be no chick. I'm gonna be some other man's fucking goddess, not yours, bro. I'm not your secret. I'm a whole ass goddess. You're stupid as fuck, bro. Talk about it. Anyways, I'm just being a little angry, a little bit in the ego with that, just because I already knew better. I knew better. I didn't do better because my heart told me to give myself this opportunity to sink to your level, to see what it was about. All right, I saw what it was about. I'm not about to do that again, bro. I didn't want to do it to begin with. I told you since the moment I fucking talked to you, I didn't want to be caught up with no fucking married man in this bullshit. You're fucking happily married, then stop contacting me, motherfucker. You want to deny it? You want me to just, accommodate to your unhappy marriage? Fuck you. Don't bring me in this bullshit. You want me to accommodate to your unhappy family, your unhappy fucking friendships, your unhappy fucking lifestyles? Don't bring me into your unhappy bullshit. I was happy all by myself. Really? All by myself. Realistically, I only want to be with, I only share my happiness with happy people, not people that just want my happiness so they can pretend to be happy. You wasn't happy before I got here. You're using me to be happy. Bro, find happiness on your own. Realistically, yeah. I don't want to be on, like, if you're not happy, and you'd have to be happy on your own to make me happy. Realistically, if you're just a sad motherfucker, what you gonna do? You're gonna make me sad all the time. You want a happy person to make you feel better. You want somebody that makes you feel better all the time. That's not my job. And you're not your job either. You're not supposed to be there to make me feel better when I'm sad. My job is to stop being sad and make myself feel better. Realistically, yeah. You know what I mean? Celebrate the victories, not fucking drag you down to my fucking, to my fucking pains and sufferings. Realistically, I mean, seriously, though. Seriously. Anyways, you have a difficult decision to make. Be aware that not everything you have been told, blah, blah, blah. Act from a place of morality and not from a misplaced sense of loyalty. I guess. All right, what's the outcome? God. Happy Snappy. They call this a reunion card where everybody comes together more gracefully. Well, okay, we'll see if the graces may be. Really? Sure, why not? 3 of Cups. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm supposed to be doing something. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing now that I forgot? I don't know. The 3 of Cups suggests a happy conclusion. This could relate to a pregnancy, birth, engagement, marriage, new job, or qualifications, settling a disagreement, a reunion, a recovery from an illness, or the completion of a successful project. That's where I'm at. Why don't you ever tell me anything new, God? Really, the cards are just confirmation of what I've already been through. This isn't telling me anything new. All I know is what I already know, and I already know too much. Realistically, I was like, well, what comes next? And they're like, well, there's a guy on the horizon. I just met this guy, dude. I don't know what happened in that room, but it did. Really? Yeah. What was his name? Angel. What did he look like? I don't know. He was like 6 foot something. Fucking dark hair. Just the whole fucking package like they always are. Talk about Mr. Rogers. I don't know. God damn it. Really? I don't know. I mean, again, I tried to make an attempt. I'm used to this, bro. I'm so fucking used to this bullshit. I made an attempt to reach out to Brian and say, hey, you know, you want to get close? I don't know, bro. He might not be like, well, trying to fuck with a bitch, and that's okay. I just am so used to it. I'm like, I'll take the shot. We'll shoot our shot and see what's up, and then it turns out being fucking dodgeball to somebody's face. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you in the face with that one. Seriously? I mean, I didn't make it a romantic attempt. Should I have been romantic? I don't think that. I didn't really want to make an attempt to begin with. Really? Attempt to failure? That's kind of, it's kind of where this is keeps leading. I was like, maybe I have to go through one more level of failure. He's either my next level of enlightenment or he's the last level. Really? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I didn't expect it at all. I thought I'd just see him and not see him again, but like that's what we do. I just see you and then I don't see you again. Really? I mean, it works well for me, doesn't it? I meant what I said. I'm just saying, I'm asking what's going to happen, and they're just saying the same old shit that I asked. Really? Yeah. You may feel that, what is this, the reverse? This may be a special celebration when you leave your problems behind for a while and enjoy yourself with people you care about. You will find joy in the company of others. You may be helped by joining a supportive group working towards a common goal. A sense of community and caring will help you grow spiritually. And that's where I said, after seeing him, I said that. I was like, I really want some, after being around him and the situation. And again, it was around him that made me feel safe. I can always feel safe in these, it's a weird thing. I couldn't go in group settings, but if I went in a group setting and he was there was always this like grounding, like everything felt calm and I felt safe. Realistically, yeah. So when I got there and I had this good feeling, as soon as I got there, he was already on stage performing. It was perfect timing. So I walked straight in and walked straight to the front of the stage and watched him perform. And then he came off stage and then I saw him. So it was like, not like I was like, in the group. I mean, that was perfect timing. Seriously? Yeah, I perfectly timed that bitch. And then he came off stage and I saw him and that was it. And after that, I realized it's like, I really enjoyed this. I'd like to be, you know what I mean? I don't want to always have to come to the fucking club to see you. I like to enjoy this good feeling I get from you outside of work. But I don't know what that means. Like if you have a wife and family, then this is very inappropriate to ask to see you outside of work. I don't know what that means. So in essence, I could see this as being shut down immediately. You know what I mean? Realistically, I don't know his fucking life. I know he has teenagers like me, but in that one time we were sitting backstage, this was before my awakening, we were talking about how we're too old to start over. So I know I don't want to have that conversation with him. Want to give me a baby? No, stuff like that. But I had said that through him. After that, I sent him an uncomfortable message that I didn't want to send, talking about I just wanted a sense of community. The next morning, I woke up in community and instantly manifested. And I talked about that. It's like you pour yourself out to a person, and the universe honors just the truth that pours out of you. And especially if it's from your heart. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wanted this from you, but maybe you can't give it to me. So God gave it to me in another form. And that's where you start to understand that people can't meet your needs. And it's nothing against you. It's not like, you know what I mean? You're supposed to take it as full rejection. It's just, you know, fuck. I can't be yours. I'm in no position to be a stepdad or do any of the shit that you're being part of right now. I don't feel like I have that. Just know that I believed you had it in you, and that's why I approached you on some weird ass shit like that. I thought that you were capable of being an important role in my family, despite what you see yourself as. I saw you as most definitely being that man in our lives, and me being that woman for you in your life. I didn't see it as well, and then you go back to being Bobby. It's like, no, I couldn't see this because of all the barriers. But for the most part, you work through these barriers and you can see a possibility until it's no longer possible. And you realize you just created this in your mind. But then in doing so, you eliminated any barriers that were in your mind. If I could see myself with Lewis Hamilton, then I'm not insecure to see myself with other men of his virtue, or, I don't have insecurities like that. Really? So I did this for you, but what it was for me, and it outlives whatever we went through. And that goes back to Russ. It's like, yeah, dude, me and you be fighting, but our little fights and spats outlive what we are and teaches the world how to get along. Really? Yeah, isn't that funny? As we don't get along, we teach the world how to. Really? All right, God, tell me something I don't know. Oh my God. I told you he wasn't going to tell me anything new. He said that we were going to be lovers. I'm having an image. What did I get? I got real serious. Sex. Confirmation. It's always that. Really? Yeah. I can't overthink it. My brain starts to think about things and it gets panicked. It gets scared. It gets freaked out. As soon as I came up, the first thing that comes out of my head is sex. I'm right back to the same thing. If it's a big dick guy, that's gonna hurt. Oh God. Oh God, the mind is such. I'm not sitting here dealing with this. I'm gonna put myself to sleep. Really? I mean, we all have fears. What's yours afraid of? What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of sex? I had a lot of sexual trauma, bro. And I turn into a super fucking freak. I just turn into a fucking freak. And I don't want to just like autopilot. I don't want to be in control. I don't want to feel out of control. I don't know. It's just a lot. I've worked through a lot and it's always something stupid like this. Really? Could be other stuff. The kissing. We could talk about that. Realistically. I mean, there's lots of stuff. That's what came up. It's like, damn. Well, that could be that Scorpio energy. Here we go. We got to deal with more sexual shadows. I hit fucking loose cheeks with that yesterday. It's like, you want to talk about shadows? Let's talk about every man it's ever. Let's talk about that. It's like the shadows is the experiences, bro, that you don't talk about. Let's deal with the things you haven't dealt with yet. Don't you fucking come out here with some cards telling somebody to deal with their fucking childhood trauma when you're not even being true to yours. Oh God. I'm not scared of having sex with you. I'm just scared of weird tendencies and what has happened in the past. Realistically, I I've only had one sexual experience now since I awoken that I can remember, and I did my best to be submissive and not be, and so, but again, it's like at first it was just like very autopilot. Like I didn't even realize I was about to do this, and then it was already done, and I'm like sitting there like, what have I done? Realistically, some stuff like that. I'm psychotically trained to be I can't say it without just saying it so flat out and just the filthy way that it is. It's like I'm literally trained to make you come fast. Like, it's like what I'm out to do is just to make you come. And that's my mentality. And that takes away the actual pleasure of what sex is if I'm just treating it like a job. And believe it or not, I get gratification off of that. But it's I'm missing everything and just making you blow a fast load. It just happens. And it's old programming. I did it to avoid sex with my husbands because I didn't want to have sex. I did it just to avoid it. It was an avoidance thing. And now it just happens, and I'm not trying to do this. And actually, in doing it, I'm very upset that like it's over. And I'm like, well, what just happened? What about me? Wait a minute. And then I realized I did this. And so when it comes to the sex, it's like that programming, bro. Bobby didn't stand a chance, bro. He never did. And it's not him. I mean, he probably, like, how are you supposed to hold back when I'm literally doing these type of things, trying to pull it out of you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be graphic. It's it's supposed to be, and I know it's turning you on and somebody's gonna have to go rub one off for that, but I'm trying to tell you this is a mental fucking illness that, a lot of people cash out on. Just like, it's cool, but it's not. Where it comes from is a very unhealthy place, bro. It's just trying to get through it. I'm just trying to get through it. And in doing that, that's survival mode, bro. I'm just trying to survive this experience and forget it. And that's why even when I don't want to survive it. I want to see it. I want to enjoy it. I want to feel it. I want to be part of it. It just happens. And that's like, well, that sucks. My trauma response takes over, you know what I mean? And I can't be in the present moment. And that sucks. I didn't want that to happen. And it kept happening. I just see him do this extremely quick sexual act and then completely forget about it. Like, I know I did it, but I didn't have the image was gone. I couldn't feel the sensation. I couldn't hear it, see it, nothing. I know I did it, but I couldn't see it. The imagery is immediately gone. And the sensation, if there was any, is completely gone. It's like it never happened, bro. My mind is trained like that, bro. So, like, having this experience the last time under the full moon, I have minimal little, like, imagery. It's like fucking Fight Club. It's like where they stuck a little quick picture of something in there. I don't have the imagery. And without the image creates, and that's why people watch pornography. The image creates the sensation or the feeling. So if I can't see it, I can't feel it. I can't just go off of this feeling, right? I don't know what that feeling is. Realistically, no. It's twisted. So I still have that to deal with. But as far as all of that, I mean, I've been dealing with all of the rest of the stuff, closeness, insecurities, stuff like that. I appreciated that about Brian. I realized I don't have insecurities with him. I like because of the person he is, and that's somebody like Marshall. Because of certain people, you don't have to feel paranoid or insecure around certain people. But other people's behaviors make you feel insecure. I'm not fucking insecure with them. I don't feel that. And it's not about jealousy that I feel like you're going to find something better. No, it's an insecurity that I feel like you're doing creepy shit and I can't trust you. I don't trust you and when it comes to anything, but especially women. And that's because of your behaviors that I don't trust you. I'm a trusting person. And that's what I was thinking about, like Brian, he is exactly like you guys with girls throwing themselves at him every fucking night that he performs. I don't feel like he's one of those men that are taking women in the back, that he's ever been that type of man. I don't feel like I would ever have to worry about that in my life with this kind of man. I definitely don't feel that way with Russ or fucking Wolfman or Bobby, where I would trust them around even my own fucking friends, let alone strange girls that are drunk and naked. I would never trust you around girls. And that's because of your behaviors, not the women. Because there's the same women in every crowd. The same women want to fucking, you know what I mean, throw their bras at fucking Marshall too. I don't have to worry about Marshall going and, you know what I mean, getting a quick blowjob before he came home. I wouldn't have to worry about shit like that. But with you bitches that can't say no and will give in to any hoe, nobody wants to be with a man like that, bro. That makes them feel unsafe, like paranoid, bro. And I said that to Brian. I was like, the thought of you is cool because it eliminates. I don't have to question you. I don't have to feel, and that's what I like. I don't have to feel like uncomfortable about what you do because you don't do uncomfortable shit. But when you're dealing with creepy people like this that are always sneaky and all of this shit, bro, you got to watch your fucking back all the time. Like, you got to be on your 10 toes all the time around these motherfuckers because they're always, you know, that's that fucking lying and cheating. All of them is a 7 of swords, bro. A 7 of swords is Loki. It's a fucking trickster and a fucking liar and a schemer and a manipulator. They'll tell you one thing, but they'll tell another person another thing, and they'll be lying and cheating and just, you know what I mean? Fake magicians just putting on shows and shit. And especially when you're talking about someone in an intimate relationship, bro. You want to be intimate with someone. You want to be trusting. I want to let you into my house, bro. I have a teenage girl. I don't want to think about you. You know, she doesn't like to wear a bra sometimes. I don't want to think about this type of shit. But you got serious creepy behaviors where you watch teenage girls on the internet. You know what I mean? I don't want to think about shit like this, but I wouldn't. I would never think about shit like this with Lewis Hamilton or fucking Aligate or fucking Logic. This is your sick behaviors, guys, that make women uncomfortable around you. Where does that come from? Because your weird desire to be loved sexually through women. It don't matter what type of woman. You just want to be touched, and you can't wait to touch a woman. You have no control. You just sit there looking at women all day. I'm sure, bro. You can look at Wolfman's following, and you can look at fucking Russ's following because they have those public fucking profiles. You could look at them and see. I wouldn't trust you. I wouldn't want you to date my daughter. I don't trust you. And that's what I don't know where this comes from, but like being in a lover situation, you want to start with some shit like that where you're trusting. You want to be able to start with trust. Okay, if they mess with it, okay, maybe we can reinstate it, but you don't want to go in untrusting. I don't fucking trust a word you fucking say, Bobby. You are full of shit. You're lying to the one person you made a commitment to for the rest of your life, which is your wife. You lied to her to get to here. And you expect me to believe what you're going to tell me? What'd you tell your children when you left the house to come see me? And he said, don't leave. You lie to your fucking children about me, and I'm supposed to believe you're going to tell me the fucking truth? The truth is everything to me. I'd rather you tell me the truth and hurt me real bad than fucking lie to my face and let me hurt in a lie. Well, that's it. And when it goes to lovers, I mean, it's in the cards. I'm anticipating it. I'm not saying no, that's not going to happen because that means I'm rejecting it. So this is going to happen. And I'm telling other people to be hopeful for it too. Relationship status could change. There's a great chance for love this week. Be open to the idea if somebody tries to love you, or if you see someone you want to love, make sure you give into it. It goes both ways. If somebody wants to reach out to me, I got to be open to letting them love me. But if I feel like I want to reach out to someone or I want to love someone, I got to go with it too. The flow is the flow. It doesn't mean that I'm sitting here waiting for someone to love me. It means like I'm anticipating love, whatever that may be. I'm ready to love. I'm ready to be loved. I'm still afraid of sex, which is weird, but I have reasons, obviously, and I just explained those. Has nothing to do with me. And if you're that man and you see I'm about to do that, then stop me, please, because I'm really going to hate myself for not being able to control myself in that moment. You might love this, but I'm going to really not. I'll be. And that's funny. Such an egotistical weirdo. I was like, depending on how I performed, I could be proud of the situation. But then I still am left unsatisfied. I want to know what an orgasm feels like. fuck? If I keep blowing everyone off before they get to me, as I'm never gonna know this feeling. Seriously? Me? Seriously, no. It's not you, it's me. And then there's all of the extra stuff. Realistically, yeah, size and all that. I'm worried about. Such a child. It's my inner child, to be honest. I'm grown, I thought. All right, well, we talked about everything under the sun. I'm going to move on. I'm going to have a lunch. It took my whole day. Really? It really did. It took my whole day away. There is some mingling clouds, but I have no worries. I mean, I guess I am. I don't know. Realistically, and that's another thing, too. What about protected sex? Can we talk about this? Maybe we shouldn't just yet. If you show up and you show up with a condom, does that mean that you were always ready to have sex, or you were hoping to have sex with me? And you want to have sex with me without getting me pregnant? So you just want it to be a one-time thing or a practice thing? Am I supposed to carry a condom? Are we supposed to just try this out and not actually commit to real sex? You know, this could make a baby. I know that. I thought you liked me that much. No, I just wanted to try you out. Okay, maybe we shouldn't be having sex then. Realistically, I don't know. There's a lot to be said there. I'm not fucking on no type of birth control. I'm supposed to be birthing 2 more fucking children. I'm just saying that. Things to be thought of. Like, if we're going on a date, are you bringing a condom because you know I'm sexual and you don't want to have babies? Am I the right girl that you should be going on a date with? Because I want to have a connection that starts with a date and ends in grandchildren. I know that's completely fairy tale, but I believe in it. I want this to end in grandchildren. Do you have to try me out before you decide if you're going to, be there for grandchildren? That's where the dating life gets a little strict. But some people are ready to they've lived their whole life. There's people my age that are like, really want to have a real thing. And are equally as terrified as having kids at our age, but are willing to have the family experience that we were denied. Really? You don't got 20 years in you? You can't love a baby? You can't help me change some diapers, make some bottles, and raise a small person? You're too busy in your time in life? I mean, Lewis can't. Lewis can't even tie his own shoes. Russ is still taking care of his own family. Marshall's still trying to be the biggest rapper in the world. Aligate is still trying to, heal his heartbreak from whoever hurt him last. Hasn't even been on a date yet. And Bobby's still married. My pickings have, the process of elimination was them eliminating themselves out of the process, if you ask me. And to be honest, who brought you into this? God almighty. Going in next to it, I don't know. Something to think about for the outsiders. Me, I'm going to stay inside. I'm going to have some lunch. I'm going to try to watch more of this documentary. So now we're at the part where Hitler tries to take on Russia. This is getting good. This is like, I'm like watching it like it happened today. Wow, did you guys know this happened? This is crazy. I wasn't incarnated during this time, bro. I haven't been around since the 1700s. I got to catch up on my history. I don't know why my phone keeps doing that. Hey, I'm hopeful for your love life. I hope you love life. That's what I'm going to put. Hope you love life. Okay? And then we'll talk about seeking within that meditation card probably later. I'm going to meditate on the meditation card, and then I'll bring the card to you and tell you what came out of the meditation. Told you, I never get anything new out of these cards. What happens with the lover? Oh, he's a star. Aren't we, though? We're going to have a Starseed, aren't we? Oh, heartbreak. Ew. Hey, have you guys ever seen this card pulled so much? I pulled it for weeks, bro. No, I didn't. For a whole week, I pulled it in every one of my cards. And now every tarot reader is starting every fucking read with this fucking card. It happens to me first. Why? Because I'm closest to God. How do you get there? Deal with your thoughts and feelings, and then you can, understand God more in your life. Really? Hey, I love yous. Laters. Bye-bye now. Oh, comments. Is there anything worth commenting in here? There is a planet app, tells you what planets are where in real time to you. Hey, that's cool. Somebody write that down. I'm going to try to remember that. That's cool. Thank you. That's useful. Anything else? No. But hi. Hi to you. I say hi to you too. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I love yous. I'll catch yous for the next one. Thank yous. Bye.